welcome to the Red Dirt Road podcast. We're back here. I'm Marshall Farnsworth, your host, with Alex Breitenbach and special guest. We know him as Uncle Craig. The music industry knows him as K K Farnsworth. How's it going?
Good. I was up there in Lakewood, Ohio.
It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly. Not as nice in Wellington. Hoping that the bars and restaurants open up soon. But got a little sunshine right now. It's actually really cold today for May, but got a little sunshine right now.
Yeah, it's a bit cold in Connecticut at the moment. I mean, we're actually looking at some snow possibly overnight. So that's
there was some snow right now. There was some just a little flakes.
Oh, really?
Not a whole lot, but yeah.
By the way, I got my mask.
Yeah. Nice. He's prepared.
Luckily, we're all in different places, and the only viruses we're going to be getting are computer viruses with this. But
yeah, hopefully.
So we got a couple things to take care of first. First of all, if you're watching this, our logo created by my girlfriend. You can look her up on Facebook, Emma Chu Photography, and her website, emmacwolpert.com. Great logo. So hit her up if you got logos they need made. And for today, we are going to be taking a break from Brooks and Dunn, going into a classic country song by Hank Williams Jr., Family Tradition. So I got a couple notes, a few things about the song, just from the old Wikipedia. So it was released in 1979 as a single from his album Family Tradition. As far as the content, it says that the song is a Williams statement of rebellion, not only is in his lifestyle and living out the lyrics of his songs, but of the musical identity and direction. The lyrics state Williams' unapologetic desire to forge his own style, particularly in response to criticism for his change from country politan in covers of his father's songs. At the same time, proclaiming how proud and honored he is to be part of his father's musical legacy. The younger Williams makes clear that his musical style, Southern rock fused with honky-tonk, is very different from the blues-oriented honky-tonk popular during his father's lifetime. It says that the younger Williams notes the hard-living lifestyle is a family tradition, referring to the alcohol and drug use that became associated with his personal life. Charlie Daniels performs the fiddle-led bridge between the second and third verses. It says, when played in concert at parties or sung at karaoke, Family Tradition frequently becomes a call and response song during the chorus. For instance, why do you drink? To get drunk. And why do you roll smokes? To get stoned. For the 2008 U.S. presidential campaign, Williams wrote a version of the song called McCain-Palin Tradition, which included a song suggesting that Barack Obama had radical friends. As far as the chart performance, it peaked at number 4 on both the U.S. Hot Country Songs for the Billboard charts and the U.S. Bubbling Under Hot 100 Singles Billboard charts, and number 16 on the Canadian RPM country tracks. It was certified gold and has sold now over 900,000 copies. And as far as a couple of my own thoughts on the song, this probably maybe my favorite Hank Williams Jr. song. I love the Southern country rock style, and I also love the kind of general idea of the song, saying that he is proud of his family traditions, but also has his own unique style, and basically says to F off for everyone else that is saying that he has to play a certain way. So those are my takeaways. We'll start with Alex, I guess. What did you think about the song?
Well, first off, I'm just going to say that this song is plain badass. I absolutely love, I am an avid Hank Williams Jr. fan as well as being a Brooks and Dunn fan. And I mean, honestly, this song is just oozes that aura of, it just is Hank Williams Jr. This is totally something that he would write based on his personality. Like I did some research, and I think among, honestly, those big name outlaw country artists of this time period, like you're looking at Johnny Cash, you're looking at Waylon Jennings and Merle Haggard, and this guy's Hank Williams Jr. is right up there with him. And I honestly think that this song is just epitomizes his aura and the impact that he has on country music. That he doesn't care, because like to this day he is still not in the Country Music Hall of Fame for a myriad of reasons, and Randy Travis has commented on that as well. But I think that this is just like, they don't like the fact that he lives out his songs, that he sings about stuff that actually happens in his life, and that he doesn't really care what people think of him, because he knows that he is just deep down a badass. I like this whole, why do you drink? Why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out all the songs that you wrote? And like, if some old slick's trying to give me friction, I'll say, leave me alone. I'm singing all night long. It's a family tradition. Like that line right there, that's just, screw off. I'm doing my own thing because I'm Hank Williams Jr. Like, that's just, those are my thoughts. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. It's a great song.
100%. Uncle Craig, what do you think?
Yeah, well, I love Hank Williams Jr. He's a rebel, like Alex said, echo his words and your words, Marshall. But from my experience and from watching interviews of different songwriters, very few songs from what I've seen are really written from they're written from life's experience, but they aren't directly written that way. A lot of metaphors in songs, but Hank Williams, he sings it just like he lives it. If I get stoned and sing and drink all night long, it's a family tradition. He ain't lying. He's not lying, because his dad, his family, country music definitely speaks from the heart and speaks from the truth. But Hank Williams personifies that, exemplifies that. Hank Williams Jr. is, he is what he is. And when you hear him singing his lyrics, you can believe that he's lived that, and it's true. And he's a rebel for sure. If there were, they had to pick the 5 top rebels of all time in music, not just country music, he would be one of them. He might be the top one, because he doesn't care. He doesn't. He's not. How would you say, ashamed of anything, embarrassed or anything. He will tell it like it is. So yeah, Hank Williams Jr. He's I would love to do some of his songs. I would love to do this song because it's so. I don't know. It's very cool. I hadn't really dived into it much until we talked about doing this podcast. And it would be a cool song for my band to do, sort of hot rod it up a bit. But his lyrics are true, I think. He doesn't, like I said, no metaphors there. They're all, he tells it like it is, how he feels it, and he lives it. So those are my thoughts.
Oh,
Definitely.
Yeah. I like it.
Do you have any perspective from the artist's perspective, other than, well, you kind of already touched on it, but anything that me and Alex wouldn't say about the song, from you being a guitar player and whatnot?
No, it's not a complicated song, but a lot of country songs are not complicated. But with Hank Williams, no one could do it like him. He's like a Bob Dylan. His voice is unmistakable, and no one could do it the way he does it. But to sing it from the heart, and we know his legacy. His dad was a famous country artist who kind of paved the way for country music in his day. He's well known. So for him to be, son to that legend, to Hank Williams, says it all. Says a lot. So he's proud of his heritage. So yeah, I think you guys touched on it as much as I did. So. You see it. So I love lyrics. One of my favorite things in a song is lyrics. One of the things that can annoy me right off the bat is bad lyrics. If somebody writes bad lyrics, these are good lyrics. And like I said, they're not metaphor metaphorically, but they are true from the heart. You know, like if he was singing about a broken love affair, I'm sure. If I listen to more Hank Williams, I'm sure he's written some about some broken hearts. And so,
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite things about some of his songs I've listened to, and I've not listened to a ton of them, but is definitely the lyrics, because they are great storytelling songs.
Yeah.
Some of his other songs, you know, they don't just cut to the chorus all the time. They definitely, you know, kind of build it up and stuff. So I already, you know, just the few songs I've listened to by him, I really appreciate that. You can find K K Farnsworth on Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. Listen to his music. Do you have any original? Well, actually, the Red Dirt Road podcast song. How about that first? If you remember that, if you can give that a go.
Oh man.
That first one you listened to or you played. Can we get that?
Boy, I gotta think about that one. The Red Dirt Road. The Red Dirt Road. The Red Dirt Road. The Red Dirt Road. That's all I remember of that one.
That's amazing.
My freshman CD, I'm working on the sophomore right now, has a country song on it, and song number 10, "You Don't Have to Love Me." So,
if you want to play any original song, we can end it on that.
Yeah, my CD is called Eclecticity because it is a blend of styles, and one of them is country song, and that's "You Don't Have to Love Me." And I love country music, even though I also love Ozzy Osbourne and Iron Maiden. But I also listen to George Strait and different country artists, modern, not really the traditional ones, I guess. Mark Chestnut and definitely Hank Williams. And
Oh yeah,
good stuff, good roots.
Yeah, good stuff.
Country roots stuff. But anyway, I wrote this song, "You Don't Have to Love Me," kind of in that. I don't know if I did country music justice, but it's a broken-hearted love song. So yeah, anytime you want me to start off, you can fade out on this if you want to.
Go ahead. You can go right
ahead.
now.
You don't have to love me. Love me till I die. Just don't trash my name or leave without goodbye. You know that I'm begging you, and I'm begging you some more. Please look at me before you close that door. We had a love built to last. We had a love so sweet, and passion oh so fast. You were the only one for me. I was meant for you, darling, can't you see? You don't have to love me till I die. Just don't trash my name or leave without goodbye. You know that I'm begging you, and I'm begging you some more. Please look at me before you close that door. You don't know if you'll stay. I don't know half of what to say. Our love was heaven sent, but your love, it came and went. Darling, will you love me? Love me till I die. Just don't trash my name or leave without goodbye. Know that I'm begging you, and I'm begging you some more. Please look at me before you close that door. Before you walk out that door. Before you walk out that door.
Yeah, I like it. It's a great, good song. Good song.
That's my contribution to the country genre.
Oh yeah, I like it.
That was awesome. I forgot I was unmuted there or muted there for a minute.
Need a good fiddle player on that one.
Oh yeah.
That was great. You are as long as this goes to plan, you will be our first official guest on the podcast. So
I'm
I'm
truly
looking forward to
honored.
that. Yeah. We're looking to have more and more. I want to have more artists on here, get the kind of
Definitely.
artist perspective and stuff. So you're the first one.
Truly honored, like I said. Thanks for having me.
So that about wraps it up. Come back next time. We'll be back with some more back to Brooks and Dunn. I believe Kix Brooks will be going to his album next in the late 80s type album. So tune in next time. Red Dirt Road Podcast. This is Marshall Farnsworth signing off. And until next time.
See you guys later. Thanks.